What is up? What is happening? And welcome to Wicked Angel T. And then y'all know what it is. And I know it's a little late, but y'all, I had to transform back into an angel. I've been a demon right here in these YouTube streets for a few weeks now. So I do apologize. I had to get it together and turn into that angel that I know y'all want to see. So shout out to everybody in the building early, okay? Even before me. And let's get this party started. Welcome to Wicked Angel TV. Let's go. All right, welcome. We got the person of the hour, which is the Queen Rose Entertainment. Hey, how you doing, sis? Okay, so I must confess, YouTube plays a dirty game. Okay, they do predictive programming, and I haven't seen your videos. I do remember watching a few of them, and I felt like you were pretty accurate long back when, before the baby was born, and it was the muckers versus, and all that. So, welcome to the building. I am going to be doing a reaction on your video and just giving my response. But now I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got the big bad wolf Robin up in this thing, so she probably gonna give a response too. Hey boo, hey 212, how you doing? I'll be watching. Hey big bad wolf, I know right. Speak to that big bad wolf, y'all, cause you know she'll leave. Hey, what's up, Jessica Stone? How you doing, my love? What is going on? What is popping? I know you are glad that I am back to my angel stance. Lord have mercy. Y'all know how it is. Like, the people will knock your soul out or either try. But that's just it. When people are trying to do their worst to you, that's when you kind of shake it off and say, you don't have no power over here. Queen Rose says, I'm queen. What's the issue? Oh, nothing, no issue. I'm just doing like a little reaction channel, girl, trying to get back into the grind of things. And one of the videos I saw, I wanted to react to it. So since I was about to watch it, I figured, okay, I'll put a post up and see maybe if I'll just do a reaction to it. So I hope you don't mind. This definitely isn't to come at you in some kind of foul way. It's just to watch your video and react. And girl, you see all them videos them fools have made about me. Come on now. You know you can do a couple of reactions about me. But unfortunately, 80% of what they say is just garbage. So there we go. What up, Queen B? How you doing, my beautiful lady? Hey, welcome to the chat. Hey, Asia world. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you guys are here in the building, ready to get this party started like I am. Listen at the Big Bad Wolf. I'm in the MF bushes. I love you, Robin. Oh my gosh, I love you. Yeah, this ain't no and I'm like a. Oh, girl, I got a lot of haters in the bushes. I got a lot of haters. You know what to do to them, girl. Because I'm about to get there and kill them with my stats. I'm about to kill them with where my heart at. And it sure ain't with them, baby. And that's all I'm going to say on that, okay? God is so good, y'all. God, through God, all things are possible. Every single thing. And that's just it. Like with this reaction, this ain't a battle. I'm not trying to come off on this woman in a negative way, but I did see a video title that I was just like, huh? Oh, she feel like that? Oh. Okay, I'll watch it. Let me see what she's talking about. And we're grown women. The majority of us over here is about 90% women. We're all different ages. So for that, everybody ain't going to be the same. And that's what makes it colorful. Nobody has to have the same opinion, right? It would be kind of boring if we all said the same thing, if we all gave the same views, right? I don't respect that. We need people that is just being honest on their opinion. And then we can have a dialect, right? That's how I see it. I don't know about you, but I'm sure Queen Rose can tell you she don't want to be told what to say on her freaking platform. You know what I'm saying? She trying to say what she feel. What up, reviews and more? Now that you hear the show can begin, sis. Hey, baby, welcome to the show. So, Robin, take care of those bushes. Give them exactly what they need, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? Okay. Just don't leave any evidence. And with that, y'all, welcome to the show. Let's go on and get this started. There is a woman that by the name of Queen Rose Entertainment. She is in the building. So welcome. I'm going to be reacting to your video from 3 days ago, and it's called Love by Erica, Caught in the Web of Lies. So that title alone had me like, I need to watch that. What Erica is about? So welcome, Mark. Hey, Mark. I am pretty damn gangster. Oh, I love your name because you know what? I am pretty daggone gangster myself, okay? Shake them bushes, girl. Shake them now. But don't miss this show. So again, guys, I was a little shocked by the title, like, and I was about to hit play, and then I said, well, wait a minute. This might be a good video that I could react to because I support the content creators in this sector. And yeah, we don't all have the same opinion. So it's kind of cool when we kind of have different views, right? So just like I'm asking you guys to do, I'm going to hit this like because this is a woman that takes her time to do these videos. Now, I am subscribed to her on my main page, but I'm going to hit that subscribe button and check this out. Boom! I hit that notification bell. And that's what I'm asking you guys to do for me. So for those of you who came in here and already know to hit that like, God bless you. God bless you. You know how hard work is over. All I'm going to do now is put up a couple of polls and you click for 2 seconds and it's over with. I ain't going to bother you good people no more. I don't feel like getting my voice hoarse for saying, can you hit the like? Can you hit the like? Just y'all, hit that motherfucking like and let's have some fun. Hey, J. Marie, welcome to the building. Hey, Antoinette, what up, Minnie? Look, Minnie mad over there. Minnie was like, why you putting out them posts, girl? I was about to unload my whole college and show just how messy people be. That the same people that they're right now sitting, kissing their butt to have a place to go. Girl, please. The evidence is in the daggone ticks. But sorry you got caught up in that. Today is a new day. And let's get started with Queen Rose. Love by Erica, caught in the web of lies.
In this channel by now, I do it all. First and foremost, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you. It does not go unnoticed, the love and the love y'all show me, and how my channels continue to grow. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I really do from the bottom of my heart. Like I said, when y'all join my family, we family. We all gonna have our agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, that does not change the love I have for each and every one of y'all. Within 2 weeks, I will be giving a Cash App giveaway, so stay on the lookout for that.
IXL has been a
we definitely gonna be watching. Can we definitely gonna be on the lookout for that? We love them cash apps. We love the giveaways. Okay, very nice.
To the people that's always showing love, always commenting, I'll be watching.
Hey, Rich Vibes.
But let's get to it. All right, so at the end of the day, I am who I am, and I'm a rock with my own self, but I, embrace everybody from both sides. So, but it's just a little thing that I don't like, and I'm going to point out. Like I said, I'm ready for whatever. All right. By now, we know that Love by Erica stated that she was leaving YouTube because, she was going through God know what she's wanting to leave out of YouTube. And she said it in her thing that it's been real, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on and on. Y'all already know about them. But y'all know, I myself am a person, I like uplifting everybody. I don't like seeing no one down. I don't like seeing no one sad. I don't like seeing no one go through no trial tribulation. I like to lift everyone up and give everyone a word of encouragement, Ain't no time for sadness. But what I don't like is people playing in people's faces and think it's okay to take, just because you have a shine, just because you have a spotlight, you're going to take advantage of that. And that's not fair, because if a lot of people don't let other people get away with it, we should be able to give the same love we give to the other people to the certain person. You understand? And who I'm talking about? No other, Love by Erica. As you said.
Okay, shout out to Love by Erica, who I consider one of the sweetest women I've ever had the pleasure of covering. The only thing I can say to you at this point, Queen, is I know what it feels like. And guys, that is the reason why y'all are seeing a bunch of old messages and drama from her in my playlist. That is why, because I was so discouraged, disappointed, and all that the other night. In a weak moment, y'all, I was like, you know what? I can turn this app off and live my best life. And it's not paying me enough to go through all the hate that I've been having to go through. So I started like erasing stuff. I started taking videos down and all that. Okay. And I was gone at that moment for good. And it's not until a couple of people reached out to me behind the scenes and they were like, what? Girl, I didn't know you were weak. Okay. They were like, I didn't know you would be silly enough to sit up there and let 20, 40 people take you away from all the work you've done. What are you doing? Sure, they hating on you, but if you don't have any haters, then guess what? You ain't popping. And that's the reason why you're a target. That's the reason. So I made some prayers. I meditated on it. I asked God to give me discernment. And then I put my videos back up ready to continue. And y'all, my old videos were put in the algorithm. So no, as what I know, Erica ain't thinking about J. Michelle. Child, no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It's no argument between her and old Mama Selena, the caretaker. Okay. Ain't none of that going on. And I really can say that no, that I don't think that was necessarily a lie. If you're thinking that that was some type of game she ran, I think that at that moment, she was so hurt after what had transpired between her and old NBA young man that she was ready to throw in the towel. And we're only human, okay? We get up here, we say our commentary, we watch these characters because they're colorful, they're messy, it's entertaining. But they still have feelings, y'all. And I'm here to tell you, if you think what y'all don't say matters to me, then baby, y'all just need to see my community post last night and my last video. I was all in my feelings. Okay? So let's go.
Say 7 days ago, we all know the differences between her baby father and her took place, and they started going back and forth. And she stated that her season of YouTube has come to an end, and she would like to thank everyone that believed in her. I'm not gonna go into her video, but I see here it says something that aren't worth it anymore. Respectfully, I'd rather be at peace. It's been a journey. I appreciate everything. Prayers, hands up.
Yes, prayers up to Love by Erica, and I'm so thankful she came back. That's another person who, by her actions, gives me the strength to continue. And what you say, 76 watching, only 21 likes. Oh yeah, y'all, we got to get those likes up. That's not cool. Hey, Anna Berry, welcome to the show. Jay Marie, tomorrow's show will be about Marvon. Okay, so I hope you'll be willing to come through this and help me out with that because, yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, thank you for coming at that level, Queen Rose. Like, that's really good that you're not coming from a hatred type position. You're just expressing your views. So I appreciate people who aren't scared to say how they feel without trying to tear somebody down, okay? But thank you for that message, Tuesday P. I had to start that, baby, because that is just you speaking for me.
So I get a lot of inbox saying, watch the video. You know, you would see the video. You know, so I say, let me go watch it. What's going on? You know, I gave it to her. She looks good. You know, she looks good for being giving birth. You understand? She looks like she's even more glowing. She's in a happier state, and that's good. But what I didn't like, to be honest, is how she said, you know, I ain't leaving YouTube. She said something in there. So if y'all know what she said, y'all could comment. But I took it as when she said that, when I heard it the first time, and I'm like, she said, I took this time to clean my house, you know. Like to me, like she was saying, she's leaving, you know, she's going to act like she's leaving YouTube, just go clean the house. But when you said it, everybody that I know, and everyone was just saying, wake up, you know, whatever, you know, come to realization, she playing you. I'm like, nah, I give people chances after chance, you know, let her grow. And I'm over here saying maybe she's going to postpartum depression. Let's lift her up, et cetera, et cetera. The list go on and on. If you followed me, you heard me say that repeatedly. Let's lift every woman up at the end of the day. But it seemed like it was like, I fooled you. You know, I fooled all y'all.
Okay, now I don't think she was fooling us. I think she'd had that moment of weakness where she really was hurt. I feel like Queen Rose, I feel like this wasn't a game. I don't think this girl was like, oh, I'm going to tell them that I'm gone and get their sympathy and whatnot. I think that this woman went through something traumatic on this here internet. And I think she was really hurt by the person that hurt her. And I think in that moment, she was done. And I'm sorry, I've been there. I really have. I've been there like twice this past month, okay? And we still early on in the month, okay? That doesn't mean she was playing a game. But when she came back, I feel like she had gotten enough time to rest. I think she had gotten enough time to kind of concentrate on other stuff. Y'all know how moving is. Girl, y'all know it'd be 1 or 2 boxes left all the way to another holiday. But once she gained her composure and saw the bigger side of it, that she, like what I just said, that it's just a handful of haters and they don't stop a show. They only stop a show when you allow them to get to you. That's right there where it's at. So I did the same thing. When I came back on here, it's the same thing as what I just put on my community post, you know, apologizing that I let those people get to me. Because I don't come on here for the haters. I come over here for my supporters. And I've got true supporters. So that's what I do it for. I can't concentrate on those that are never going to like me, never going to be truthful, only going to try and use my name just to get some freaking clicks and views, and not going to really be there, you know, to get my message, which is I take up for people who can't naturally or normally take up for themselves, y'all. Check my record. Okay, Queen, I'll drop the link in just a second. Let me get on playing the video.
You understand? I made y'all think I was leaving YouTube when I was just going to go clean my house. Some may not take it. Well, the one that rocks with her, you understand, go hard for her. Some will take it as a slap on the wrist. But there's some like us, like, you don't do shit like that, you know? You got real people that have genuine heart that wants to see you, you know, grind and shine and grow. But then you have real people out here, you know, lifting you up and saying, maybe she's going through postpartum depression, you know.
Okay, today is June 1st. Please say your name and spell it.
I'm God, G-O-D.
She don't deserve what she go through, etc. The list go on and on. Y'all know what I say. But at the end of the day, I say, if you leaving all your YouTube, you don't got to lie. You could have said you're going to take a break off of YouTube. You ain't had to say what you said, because at the end of the day, it makes me feel like I don't give a fuck at this point. You ain't going to change. You could lie and lie and lie.
I don't feel like it was a lie. Once again, I just feel like in that moment, she was thinking, you know what? This ain't worth it. I think that's where she was. And you can tell because when she was going through all this and that with the child's father, you know, the latest child's father, it didn't affect her the same as when she fell out with the second child's father. Okay, when NBA young man and her fell out, that really got to her. Okay, and like I said, y'all, we only human. We are only human. And when it's you, it hits so different. Like for all of you people talking about, oh nah, she just about nah. When it's you, it hits different. Okay, when you see your name, when you put your name in this space bar over here and you press enter and you see tons of content that you haven't put out, but people who dislike you've put out, people who judge you have put out, people who you cared about put it out there like that. Oh no, baby. Oh, it knocks you into a whole nother frequency real quick. Exactly. Wicked, do you need to get some water and do your intermission? She asked politely. Hit the like or the dislike respectfully. Just saying. Yeah. I appreciate that too, 12. You know I love you, baby. Thank you. But yeah, y'all, I ain't look, come on now. I'm not mean like that. Hit the like. Or hit the dislike, like she said. That's how you do that. But do something, okay? We're all just here to watch a show. And we're all just giving our opinion. Okay, so Queen Rose, the link is dropped. And if you like, I'll just continue the video until you want to come up.
Lie and still cover up no matter what. And that's not cool at the end of the day. You understand? It's really not cool. Because you had people that was rocking for you, had people that, you know, was giving you the benefit of doubt. You understand? Saying maybe you're going through postpartum depression. She should not leave. I heard people sharing tears for this girl. I seen people, you know, saying, I hope, you know, whatever she's going through, this storm shall pass, whatever. But at the end, she really offered you to clean her house, you know, making sure everything's straight, which that is good. That's good. Everybody needs us. Don't get the shit I'm talking twisted. Everybody needs a break. But it's how you went out. It's how you said things. You understand? You could have said, I'm going to take a break off of YouTube because it's taking a toll on me. You understand? Or I need a break off of YouTube because I got to get things situated. People going to say, but she don't owe nobody no explanation. Y'all may think she don't owe nobody explanation, but at the end, she owe her subscribers and other people that explanation because of the fact that everybody's rocking for her. Everybody's rooting for her. A lot of people is lifting her up, thinking she's in the deepest depression, thinking she's going to postpartum depression. And at the end of the day, she's just cleaning her house and make sure everything's organized. So I'm starting to see it's a pattern that ain't never going to change. Because if you go back, she has history saying she's going to leave off of YouTube. And there's nothing wrong, like I said, to take a mental break whatsoever. It's nothing wrong. She deserves to get a break. She deserves to get. Can you hear me? I don't think she. Can you hear me?
Hey, Capricorn.
No, I can't hear her.
Kyra, welcome to the building, my love. I had to say hello and didn't realize, you accidentally dropped down. But I do apologize. I was on mute. So I gave you this warm welcome, and I don't think you heard any of it. I think I was on mute. So welcome to the building, my love. If you need, I'll drop the link again for you to come back up.
Yes, she deserves to get a break. She deserves to have a break, you know, to take care of her kids, to make sure her house is good. as well, and like I'm gonna keep saying, the fathers as well needs as well to step up to the plate and help her take care of her kids. But I'm not talking about that at this time. I'm not talking about that at this time. And I will go, like I said, I will go at the end of the day and speak on those people. I think your mic is mute.
Girl, I did it again. I'm just sitting up there welcoming you.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
How you
Welcome to the
doing?
building, Queen Rose.
How you doing?
I'm well. I can't complain.
That's good. I appreciate. I mean, I can't say I appreciate because it was fun. Cause you know how the people, they hit me up and say you was commenting. I was like, oh Lord, what did I do now? But what I'm trying to say, everybody got their own thoughts and opinion. I seen your videos all the time. I never tend to like what she's saying is wrong. I butt that shit out at the end of the day because you got your own commentary, you got your own platform, But
Yes.
I'm the type of person, like I was gonna say, and people that follows me knows I'm not on nobody's side. You feel me? Not Erica, not Mooka, not Krya, not Toya. You understand? So I give my reverse, like I give my thoughts and opinion. Everybody, Mooka wrong, they know I go on there and say he wrong. But I felt at that moment, I heard you cry because she was leaving.
Girl, yeah, and I meant it. Oh, and I meant it.
Yeah, so I feel like,
Because
excuse me, in my opinion, I feel like she was playing around. And I know you got your shit and you feel like the way you feel. I feel the way I feel. I stick by it. But you hear me say, I wish her nothing but the best. The girl deserves the best. Everybody deserves the best in the world. There's too much shit going on in the world.
I agree, but it's sort of like when it's you, it hits different. And I don't know if you've had people come at you on here, but when
Now I
people
stick
are
in my
saying
own
these
lane.
things,
I stay in my own lane. I don't bother nobody. I stay in my own lane.
I get that. But when
Mm-hmm.
you are one of those people that people use for content,
Mm-hmm.
and we as content creators understand certain things bring more attention. Certain things are going to get you more numbers.
Yeah.
So my only thing is she deals with that well. We don't hear her say she's gonna leave. I feel like that was because of the person she was falling out with, is the person that she has the most
Love
respect
for her. Because she loved
and,
him. She
yes,
still
and the
loving
most
him.
love.
But you said never hit differently. I dealt with that trial and tribulation in life. That's why I talk the way I talk. I don't know what you've been through in your life. You feel me? I don't know. I can't judge you from a can of paint. I can't crucify you from a can of paint because I don't know you personally. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Me and you only know each other from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You feel where I'm coming from? My trials and tribulation in life is the woman I am today. But
Yeah,
like I
but
said,
when you're in public, let's just take a moment.
okay.
When you're in public,
Mm-hmm.
the public eye, everybody's gonna have an opinion. That's true.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this woman not only has all of us judging her, but she
Mm-hmm.
also has baby daddy number 3 sitting
Mm-hmm.
there with his so-called alleged fiance watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was probably very embarrassing to her. So I'm sorry. I just feel like that woman in that moment, she was just heartbroken.
Yeah,
Heartbroken.
yeah, she got the right to be heartbroken. She got every right to be heartbroken. Love hurts when you love somebody, when you go through a heartache. I don't take that from nobody. You understand? I'm trying to say what she brought to you too, and she said she was leaving. I was one of those people when people was like, "Wake up, open your eyes." I was giving her, nah, she's going through her shit. She be all right. Let's keep praying for her. People heard me. People see what I talk about on my YouTube. I never bring nobody down. I don't got time to bring nobody down. I'm lifting her up. But just like you, when you see stuff about the other content creator, you point it out. That's what I did. I pointed out what I felt at that moment. That doesn't
And
mean
I get that.
that
But
doesn't mean I dislike the
what
girl.
I understand is
Mm-hmm.
that people will say the most vicious things to you, and
Mm-hmm.
none of it true. And then because people subscribe to them, they really
Mm-hmm.
take it as, well, it can't all be lies. But yeah, y'all, it can all be lies. It really can. And people love putting out those fake narratives. Now, 212, she says, Queen Rose, were you expecting her to be crying all day and night? She
Nah,
has
I don't expect nobody to cry all day and night. I feel every woman, you get hurt, you got the right to cry. You cry. You got the right to cry, go through your pain and everything, then you pick yourself right back up the next day. Ain't no need to waste no tear on no man.
Yeah, but okay, so she says, like, I entered in your chat and maybe her choice of words were poorly used. So she's saying that maybe you didn't necessarily mean she was lying. Maybe you feel like she knew better than leaving.
My accent and my slang is different from everybody else. You understand? Like she said, things I was saying was not mean. Oh, she all the way lying. The girl not all the way lying, but I feel like that moment she lied. I seen
I
you
got
cry. I seen you stop and tear. Don't go, Erica. Come back. I seen the other people that I was watching. I'm like, damn, she really got people, in the loophole. And I was like, let's uplift this girl. And I'm still saying uplift every woman, not only one woman, every woman, on YouTube and off YouTube.
you. Mm-hmm.
That's how.
Yeah, but we can identify that we are women, and when you are a woman in a relationship, you're gonna go through things. That's true, but everybody just
Mhm.
doesn't have it under the scope and the radar like this. And people always watch her, I feel, and they're
Mhm.
looking for her to show her old ways, so to speak. But if you
Nah.
look at it, old ways really aren't that bad. It just means that she's a human person and gave us real life emotions sometimes. And that's not saying that she was
Yeah.
right in some of the outbursts, but that's
Mhm.
just what happens. And I can really understand that. Hey, I've done the same thing, girl. I have, because I'm not a talker. I mean, I hope y'all know that by now. I am
Yeah.
not just a talker. I feel like if you talk, you better be able to, like back
I
it
don't
up.
like talk. I
And a
don't
lot
like
of people
talking.
don't.
I don't. If it's like it's a heated argument, I don't waste my time talking. I don't argue with nobody on the internet. That's not me because I feel like that's a waste of time, waste of my air, waste of my energy. You
Yeah.
understand? I can
And
respect it more if it's in the streets. That's different. But I don't do none of that on YouTube. I
I
respect
get it.
everybody at the end of the day.
I get it, but that is, hey, Blogger T. Mark says, when you say it, I'm all about positivity, but I'm all about empowerment, but I'm all about giving love, but everything you said before the but means nothing when negativity follows the but. I'm
Eh,
just saying, shout
who's
out to
this?
Mark, who is very intelligent. And
Hi,
he
Mark. How you doing, Mark? But that's my thoughts and opinion.
Okay. And then let's see, Blogger T says she's not expecting to cry all night, but Erica is always lying. And people have different opinions on what they see her doing in YouTube. So what's the big
Mhm.
deal?
Ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. We doing our commentaries. Ain't you? Everybody do their commentary. It's not only me. It's a lot of people got different commentaries.
Yeah. Hey Tamika, welcome to the building, my love. Look, my co-host Tamika's in the building. And again, y'all, shout out to Tamika who brought me the story about Marvon. Because Queen Rose, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that story. Have you heard about
About
Marvon?
who?
Marvon.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Okay, Marvon, his wife is an influencer. Okay, she was more so like in the beauty lane, and she went on a health kick a couple of years ago, and started giving him like a bunch of like teas and supplements and things of this and that, saying that she was living like a healthy diet, and he ended up having seizures. So after those seizures, he's now currently in a coma fighting for his life, and there's been some just suspicious behavior. So I did a couple of stories about it, and like I want you to just kind of like, if you don't mind, when you get a free moment, to check it out, because that might be one of the stories you might want to cover. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Queen Rose dropped down. I'm sure she was having some technical difficulties, so we'll wait for her to come back. And for that, y'all, welcome to the building. Please hit the like. participate in the poll, and let's enjoy this video.
Too. And I think I did plenty of times. But she ain't better than the next one that when they do something wrong, I speak on it as well too. Only thing I find wrong because it was people like me myself that was saying, you know, just give her time back off. She's going through depression. Maybe she's in a real state of depression. You have people saying, you know, she needs somebody there for her. She needs this, that, this, but it seemed like going right back. Like she stood there and said, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. You know, I ain't going nowhere. I just sat there, but in reality, I was just cleaning my house. So in reality, was nothing really going on in reality. And reality.
Okay, welcome back, Queen Rose. Hold on one second. Let me okay, you can mute you and let me put it back up, but it sounds horrible on the playback when we don't have the mute on when it's playing. Okay, so J. Marie says, I noticed that Erica did give the baby her last name and not Mucka's. So I wonder if there's a legal reason that he's not bringing the birth of the baby up. What are your thoughts on that, Queen Rose?
I mean, so you want my real thought?
Of course.
I'm gonna give you my real thought. If it's a legal action, I feel like personally, when it comes to kids, those kids need protection by all means. So I feel like sometimes it needs to be off the internet. And if he is doing by legal action, I don't know what's going on there because I'm the type I can't talk what they're not showing in YouTube. They doing it outside of YouTube. That court probably I'm saying court legal shit. If they're doing I'm sorry, curse on your thing. If they're doing court and the legal stuff, whatever, you know, don't bring it to YouTube.
And that's true. Everything definitely isn't for YouTube. We're lucky to see the part that they do open up to.
Mm-hmm.
And what's up, Glenn? Yeah, people do a lot for YouTube. They do. But a lot of things, like you said, the baby's paternity, what's going on behind the scenes with the relationship, that's all up to them if they want to like let us know. They don't.
I'm gonna stick to my story. If he is the father, be a man, take care of your kid. That goes to all fathers. Step up to the plate. There's enough kids around this world that doesn't have fathers. So you have the opportunity to be there for your kid, be there for your kid. Be that father for your kid. And this goes for all men, it's not only one.
Okay. So simply Ashley says we're all wired different. We don't think the same. We have different perspectives. Queen be lit. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you're right. People have those perspectives. But now I do think it's odd that the Mucka hasn't even put out a congratulations statement. And she did let us know that he had seen the baby. So we're just assuming that that's not something he chooses at this point to discuss. We could be wrong because, like I said, you're right. Everything isn't about YouTube. And that baby is first and foremost, you know, their child and meant to be protected. So I'm not going to just necessarily beat him up and say that he's, you know, giving that deadbeat tendency like he did when she was pregnant. Let's be clear. Because ain't nowhere in the world you go tell me you think that that's crybaby. I'm sorry. And Erica don't move like that. We saw what was going on.
Who said it was crybaby?
Oh, a lot of people were speculating that was what it was when she was pregnant. But I ain't go front. I'm sorry. That baby looked just like that man.
It has his face. It's identical to him. I ain't gonna
say that. Identical. You ever heard that term that whoever got on your nerves the most, that's who the baby gonna look like?
Yep, my mama told me all the time.
Oh yes, I definitely believe it. Yeah, look, J. Marie said there is definitely no denying that baby is his. He looks just like his dad.
Exactly.
And I'm with you, Leslie. I would give my baby my last name because he wanted the baby to be destroyed initially. So what do you think about that? What would you have done, Queen Rose?
Miss Leslie, what Miss Leslie say? I will give my baby last name because
she said that she would definitely have given the baby her last name. I think that was the best thing to do.
I mean, if he don't want to own up, you got to give the baby a last name. No baby should not be running around here with no last name.
So, in your opinion, do you think it's Erica the one that won't allow him to mention the baby, or do you think he's doing the same thing he did during the pregnancy?
I really think it's the court order. I think personally, I think this is all the court order. I think that's why nobody's talking on hardly nothing. Now, why
Yeah.
she's giving the whole last name, that I don't know. See, I'm the type, I don't like talking on stuff I really don't got the full coverage of.
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jay, you want your attention, so I'm giving it to you by blocking you for 5 minutes. Either come back with a better approach or stay away from here. Okay, please, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, I don't mind trolling. Um, you get your hate on, but I have a problem with people that say they don't like you, but then they just sit around and watch your every move. I don't watch people I don't like. I don't. YouTube has hundreds of thousands of other people you can go watch, like people that are pieces of shit like you. But this ain't it, baby. And that's it. Okay, so you got your moment. There you go. All right, now back to the show. Leslie talking about that baby look just like the real of the man. And he does. He does. From the forehead all the way down. Sure does. Okay, so Michelle, hey Michelle, says he's not stepping up. He wants a DNA test still.
I
Damn.
I can't tell you yes or no, Michelle. I guess we all have to wait.
And that's the thing, because I have sons, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
saying too, an old wise tale that says, "Mama's baby, daddy's maybe." Meaning,
Mm-hmm.
when a baby woman has a child, she knows it's hers. But with the father, he can only make sure if he has it tested. And I mean, we women, well, let me be clear: black women don't cheat, but of course, that does happen in real life. But what I'm telling you is, we've seen how Erica moves, and she's just not that type. So if he does want a paternity test, then I mean, so be it, because that is his right. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't like all the messiness. Like someone said in the chat, he started off saying, "I want you to get rid of it." Well, why would you tell someone that you don't think the baby's yours, that you want to get rid of it?
Now it takes two to have sex, two to create a baby.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay, so Glenn says that they want to go for joint custody. Do you believe that?
You said what? I'm sorry.
Glenn was saying that the muckers want to go for joint custody. Do you believe that that could be the case?
Yeah, I feel like if he's going through court and he wants joint custody, yeah. Don't you feel like both parents should have the right to have joint custody?
Most times, most times. But when you have to suspect one of the parents is not wanting to protect that child or have that child in the best interest, then no. I think it should solely be up to the one that's provided for the child, that's been there for the child, that has, respected the idea of having a child. Not a man that comes up saying, "Oh, I don't believe the baby mine." That's probably her ex's, when he's caked up with the ex's ex. That's too messy for me. And I'm sorry, but Toya Mucka gives me stalker vibes. I don't like the way she's just too easy, to share, Love by Erica's sloppy seconds.
Yeah, I feel you. To each their own. Like I said, I'm not nobody's side. I just give my thoughts and opinions. But like I said, to each their own. I respect everybody's thoughts and opinion.
Yeah. Something to say podcast. Welcome to the building says, I think it was too soon to put that out there. I'm sure he only complied just to see what he looks like. See, again, parenting doesn't start when the baby comes out. Parenting begins when the baby is conceived. And at no time
Mm-hmm.
does he he responsible as far as helping her out with the baby. He didn't pay for any of the medical expenses she had. He wasn't very catering. And even when she had the 19 and was very ill, he still didn't even give just a word of encouragement or prayer. And we know that because of course, the series she did explaining all these things. So at
Mm-hmm.
one point, I thought that behind the scenes, he may have done that. But no, that's not the case. What we saw, that's what she didn't get to see either, which was him with another woman doing mukbangs on the day of that child's birth, even. That's what they did. They did a mukbang from Wendy's.
Mm-hmm. I seen it.
And mind you, Toya was looking pretty hurt in that mukbang. She wasn't carrying the whole show like normal. Like most of the time she's the more verbal, one, whatnot. But that one she definitely had taken a hit, so to speak. And Michelle, oh wait a minute, hold on, J. Marie. I want to see what you say too, but let me read Michelle's comment first. She says, and he still hasn't done anything for the baby, not a diaper or a dollar. Shaking my head. Facts, facts. And don't you agree, Queen Rose, that if he's gonna get joint custody, he should have by now shown that he deserves joint custody.
That's what I'm gonna keep saying. Yes, if that. I mean, the kid looked like him. You gotta participate somewhere to help the mother raise the child and start giving her diapers and milk because it ain't cheap.
Yeah. And J. Marie says no one would of none except that no one. I mean, no one would. I'm not sure what you meant, but no, except them about him seeing the baby. If those lives didn't happen, Crier was wrong for putting all that out there.
Well, how Cry, I'm gonna say this, and I'm standing by it. How Cry conducted himself, like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with Cry. How he conducted himself on that live, you don't talk to a woman that way. But like a lot of people was coming to me, they say that he had his breaking point. I don't know, but you don't. I'm a female. I'm not gonna allow no man cuss at me or disrespect me no type of way. If I'm not cussing at you or disrespecting you, you understand?
Mhm.
Calling her the foul names, yes, that was wrong. See, people lack communication. All this internet stuff, that's why a lot of shit get messed up. Communicating come a long way. That's why I say, if it ain't true, why entertain it? So why did he entertain it if it's not true?
Oh, I get it, but well, it's been said, and it's definitely been said, Blogger T. Hold on one second, let me grab my cord. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna continue playing the video and see what else you had to say. All right, one moment.
See, she had nothing going on. And reality, fuck it, at the end of the day, it's like you playing half of us as beautiful. You playing half of your subscribers that rock with you like beautiful. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. Y'all can take how I say, the way I say it. I want to delete your stuff, y'all could. I'm content with that. But what I'm not going to do on my channel is give people bypass, give people pass all the time. We're not going to do that. I'm all uplifting women, yes, at the end of the day. Women to be happy, women to find themselves, women to lift each other up, etc., etc.
Okay, it's time for the dogs to get their breakfast because they've been patient. We've been using Farmer's Dog and they absolutely love it.
But don't be the woman that comes and just lie to get attention. Don't be a woman that just lie to, for shit to go under the rug. Don't be a woman just lie for you can have people on your side. Be real, be true to yourself at the end of the day, because you know who's going to rock with you, going to rock with you to the end. And who don't, so be it. Because at the end of the day, when it's time, life is going, we going and going and going, we're going to lose people in the process. People going to leave us in the process. But that doesn't mean you have to continue to lie and think a lie will allow you.
Queen Rose, get back up here, girl. How many times you gonna say lie, 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 lie? The woman wasn't lying. In that moment, that's how she felt. You ain't never had a breakup with a boyfriend or an argument with a friend or someone that really got to you and you said things you didn't mean. You ain't never got to that moment as a woman where you felt your heart had been ripped out and you were just, oh, Lord, oh, I can't believe this is happening. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Girl, that got me through my 20s and I was married. Okay, let's be clear. We as women, we go through it, but it's what you do with it that counts. Welcome back, baby. Okay, so what would you like to say to this? What you just
But
said?
she made you cry. She made other people cry. She gave y'all lost hope. You know, you were sitting in your thing crying. So you don't feel a little like she lied?
No, I don't. I feel like I said, I feel like when Mucka was going at her and she's having birthdays and name drop, excuse me, and trying to do the sex of the babies and all of those things, and they were dragging her. It didn't affect her the same. I think when she and Crier fell out, it really hurt.
Of course, she loved the Crier. I always say that to my homegirls that we watch it. She loved the Crier. I know that, but I'm Miss Wicked.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is everybody got their own thoughts and opinion. Mama, I understand
And
yours,
I get
respect
it, but
yours.
you're just so animate to say the woman was lying, is my point. And I just feel like if you had two children's fathers on this app, one wasn't doing anything at all for your pregnancy other than trying to showboat another woman who your other baby daddy was just with in your face. I think that would just be really heartbreaking if that man then too tried to kind of, not saying Mr. Cryer jumped on the mucker side, but that day when they fell out, he definitely was representing more lean towards the mucker side.
Yeah,
And I
but
think that
it
just made
shows
her
her.
feel like she didn't have nobody.
It shows her now the colors, the true colors of the man she picked. It shows her now not to go back to Crier because he's going to continue to hurt her. He's going to continue to play her. Like continue to have like that beautiful custody thing they got going on.
Hmm.
That's a beautiful thing.
Hmm.
She's beautiful. She deserves more and much better.
Well, we agree with that. That she deserves the best relationship that God has for her. But I do know that she and Mr. Cryer have a lot of love for each other. But they're
Mm-hmm.
human. And one of the things that hurt me with Mr. Cryer is after it, he apologized to us, but he didn't apologize to her. So I was very pleased to see when he did get the baby. Do you have children?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, so I'm sure you remember what it was like when your child was an infant. And, I'm not sure if you were by yourself or not,
Now I'm
but
still with the man.
it's not easy for a single parent, being that she already had a toddler and another son in a new home. She just had, labor. She just had been in a wreck. She just had gone through all that she went through with these muckers. I just think that we have to understand that and give her a pass. I don't feel like this woman came on here and said, "Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and tell them I'm leaving." I definitely don't feel that that was the energy she gave.
I'm sorry, Vicky. My internet went out. Now I understand what you're saying, but like I said, with all due respect, we both got different outlook in this situation. Like I said, I'm gonna continue to lift her up, lift all the women up that I cover. You're not gonna see me bashing them, but I was just be real. Like if I feel like you lie, I feel like you lie. That ain't nothing.
Okay, so I like what Michelle says. She says, no, Erica was tired and Crier caused her to want to walk away. She took some time to calm down and she realized she didn't really want to walk away from something she's worked hard to grow. Exactly. And I'm sure you know, Queen Rose, even the smallest channel works hard at their platform in some sense.
I don't know who I said this to, but I think I said it to one of my homegirls. I say, why is she going to want to walk? It's good to take break. Everybody needs a mental break sometime. From YouTube, from real life, from anything you go through. Everybody deserves a break. Yeah. And you work hard for what you work hard for. Don't, quit it. She got this far. She's going to continue to get far.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, my shit is not to bash no one or to, like, nah, I don't
You're
fuck. I
giving
mean, I
your
don't run like
opinion,
that.
your commentary, and that's what you're supposed to do. That's why
Mm-hmm.
people like your channel. If you just got up here like on some yes, 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 no, no, no,
Nah.
it's not gonna work. And we see those channels that try and do that, and they don't get anywhere. Okay, so Leslie says, I wish I could have told her not to believe in be a young man when he said he wanted to adopt. I promise I did not believe him. So do you think that that was something that Mr. Cryer was actually contemplating, or do you feel like that was some game?
All right, so my question is, was she in it? Like, was this for views? Because if it wasn't for views, then I'm gonna say he should not play with her feelings like that. Because you should not say you're gonna do something and then you back down. But a lot of people saying it's because something about cutting the cord. Like, I don't know about that part. But nah, if he said he was gonna sign that birth certificate, why back out? He didn't give the proper cause why he backed out.
Yeah. Hey, Glenn, come on up and represent for the men. I'm gonna drop the link again. Okay, let's get back into the video.
You to get away with stuff. And I'm not going to be one of them that's going to allow people that I cover to lie. At the end of the day, I wish that I'm going to continue to say all of them, growth, prosperity, whatever. I wish all good. But don't continue to lie to your subscribers. That's not good whatsoever. You have people thinking you was going through a mental state of depression because you had a child. But all along, you stated that you was just going to go, I ain't leaving nowhere. I just want to go take time to clean my house.
See, that's not what I got from her. What I got from her was she was upset, but she was moving on, and she was not going to let those haters stop her from what she's, like we said, worked very hard for.
And she should, and no one should. No one should. You don't give nobody the benefit of doubt. You don't give nobody the breath of air to take you out for what you work hard for. You continue to keep on rocking. People's going to talk shit. People's going to try to bring you down, but it's on you if you want to give up or just keep on pushing.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing, because it's still going to be critics. Like, the woman wasn't, I feel, crying, and I've been there, and I was fortunate enough at the time when I had like a toddler and an infant and an older child. I was married, so I did have another partner with me, but y'all, I was exhausted. I'm sorry, it's just not easy.
It's not.
And Mark says, is he asking for a DNA test or going for custody? That's just it. I haven't heard him say he's going for custody or that he wants the paternity test. I just know this man hasn't been present to give this woman support that she needed from her child's father. Because we know now that she and Mr. Cryer haven't been back together since they broke up. They just did some videos together. Glenn, you don't want to come up here? Don't be scared. Come on up. I don't think Cryer would do something so low and shitty. I was surprised he backed out of signing the birth certificate. I will never look at him the same, and I feel that he used the storyline for views. Well, the facts are in the pudding. I mean, we definitely seen that was something he definitely did not want to go through with. But I feel that he didn't necessarily do it for clicks and views. I feel he did it because at the time he was thinking, okay, this baby needs somebody to stand up. She needs the support, and I'm going to be here for her. And I think when reality set was when that baby was born and he's cutting cords and everything else, And then Love by Erica had to have the conversation to let Mucka know. I think that hurt Miss.
Miss Wicked, can I address
Sure.
Antoinette Watson?
Um. Okay, so this comment right here, the fact remains that she doesn't like Erica.
Nah. I would love the way she said. I would love to see the same energy be used when it comes to Toya. So my answer to that, I don't have energy for nobody, mamas. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not on nobody's side. I give my thoughts and my opinion. I do a lot of shit on my channel. I don't give no like. I'm not on nobody's side. You'll never see me going head to head with no content creator whatsoever. My energy I protected by all means. I'm not in nobody's side. If the way Latoya move was wrong, yeah, it was wrong. I'm not nobody's side. But I'm not gonna get here and bash nobody. You see me bash Eric, or it's the only thing I say, you lie, you lie. That's nowhere near bashing nobody. I seen worse.
Okay, well, welcome Big Gangster Glenn to the building. What's up, Glenn?
What's up? What y'all want me to say?
One of the young ladies I saw asked you to come up and explain how you feel about the situation.
I mean, what she want me to say? I mean, what's like? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sleepy, but I can tell you. I can speak on how I feel. And I don't like mucker, so I'm gonna speak it real. You feel me? And, so I mean, I'm a father. I got 6 kids. And people that know me know half of my kids be with me on a daily. And I do work like 13, 14 hours. So I mean, the situation is kind of weird, but people got to look at it like, I mean, we really don't know. People can speak on and say, hey, we talked to her behind the scenes, but people don't tell everything. I go through certain situations with my baby mama too. I lie too, shit. So I mean, it's all an iffy situation. We only can speak on what they put out, and it's respect to everybody. We all have our thoughts and opinions, but no, why bash? You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't like Mucka for shit, but I won't bash him. I rock with Cry 10 toes down, but it's like it's a hard situation. I mean, and you look at Mucka's situation. He has a bigger platform to where he well known in Houston. So when people speak like, oh, he didn't want the baby, he can say, oh, she set me up to get killed. You get what I'm saying? It's a sad situation. She shouldn't have to go through it, but no, it's thing that a lot of mothers go through. So people need to understand, like, it's life. And I hate to see it because my mama was a single mother and shit like that. So I mean,
Okay, so and I respect that for saying it, and thank you for being a hardworking, young brother that's taking care of your children. We need more like you. And that's why I always enjoy covering them because 9 times out of 10, their content is positive. Okay, when they have their outbursts, when they have their negative things going on, you see they quickly remove it. They don't get overwhelmed and caught up in it. And I really feel in that moment that was very real. That definitely wasn't a skit at all. That was two people that both care about each other, that share a child, and were both triggered. I think that woman was tired as hell. Okay. I think that she was miserable at that point because she was exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically, all that. Recovering from just having a baby is enough. And I don't feel that she was like trying to lie when she said she left. I feel like if anything, her heart was broken. She was in her emotions. But once she got out of her emotions and looked at it logically, it is no way NBA Young Man, aka Mr. Cryer, the Mucker, or anybody else would knock her off of her throne. And I think that's why she came back up with that hair all pressed to her behind, doing her makeup, letting people see her body, letting people know that she's eating and trying to get back snatched and moving forward. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with Miss Wicked. I'm a step down. I appreciate you coming with respect and everything because I thought You know, you just
Definitely,
don't
my
want.
love. I'm gonna continue with the
You know, you could
reaction. So if you want to come back up, please do.
nah.
And I
I'm a
thank you
step
for
down. I
coming
mean,
up.
you ain't no disrespect to to you or to me. You know, you being respectful ain't nothing I really much say. You go ahead, do you. You know, as long as everybody be respectful. Because like I said, we all content creators. I don't waste my energy, with negative stuff. I wish you blessing and prosperity in your platform with everybody else, because
Thank you.
I enough want to see all this back and forth with content creators arguing come to an end. Because at the end of the day, we all gotta focus on our own channel, own bag. You understand? But there's only so much I could do. But at the end of the day, I wish you nothing but blessings, and you have a good night, Miss Wicked.
You too. Many blessings, and thank you for giving your honest opinion, because that's what this is about. It's a dialect. We're not these people, these are their real lives.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing what I was telling people. It's kind of difficult because people can say anything. Like I can right
Mm-hmm.
now say, oh, well, I talked to Love by Erica, and she said that Mucka is doing for the baby and Dion. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all, people go run with it. And there's not any truth to that. I hate even saying it because people might soundbite me and still do a video on it. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I feel
with
you
that,
though, but
I appreciate your honesty and giving your opinion, and we're able to communicate and have a conversation.
now I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'm not a child. I'm an adult. If a woman come with me respect, I'm coming with her respect. You understand? I give the same energy, but it's all love at the end of the day. I wish you blessings and growth in your channel as well too.
Thank you, and I wish you the same. Welcome back. Just you're welcome to come back anytime.
All right, mamas. Have a good night. All right,
All
Glenn.
right, you too.
Yeah, I quit.
Okay, so Glenn, so like you said you can really not into the mucker thing. Okay, so in the beginning though, weren't you?
I never. The thing about it is that I'll be honest with you. It's like I never been a fan of Mucker. You know what I'm saying? I was cool, and I always been a fan of Christ since I came on social media. And when I came on social media because of my ex-wife. So she was cool with Toya. So at that time, I was cool with Toya because I think their content was funny. But
Mm-hmm.
as the more I seen her, the pattern that Toya had, it was like she's a joke to me. And the people that I'm cool with, they support Toya, but I don't got no hatred for her. And me and her husband's like brothers. I talk to her husband a lot. Well, not now because he kind of but I don't fool with her because of the pattern that she had. But I like to be fair. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm sure you as a parent, you know that the children are the most important thing. So how you treat, like you said, you've had issues with your children's mother. I mean, who hasn't? That's just what goes on when you're in a relationship or you're trying to co-parent. But it is important to treat them with respect, and that was very disrespectful. What we witnessed before our eyes when this young lady was just trying to continue to do her thing where she started this. Okay, let's be clear. She and Mr. Cryer been here. And it's sort of like these people attached by their names and then tried to grow off of it with this whole we're holier than thou, we're perfect, we're positive. Meanwhile, trying to stick jabs every which way they could at her.
Yeah. See, people. Another thing about it, see, people don't pay attention. I pay a lot of attention because I've been to penitentiary. So you pay a lot of attention when you've been locked up. See, that day that all that transpired only because of YouTube. This
Mm-hmm.
person, I mean, people. I'm gonna say people. If people don't people really didn't see it, you know, YouTube kicked the drum off. And I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? Me and my kids' mother, we have our days that they might talk a little shit to me. I mean, I might say something back, but with the disrespect, call them out their name, nah. But I might throw a little extra in it. You little bald headed, shit like that. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do no cussing or no disrespect or nothing like that because she
But
can't. They
what would have made them, you feel, do a mukbang, for instance, at Wendy's the day the child was born? Don't you think that itself was devaluing?
I mean, that I don't know. I ain't see that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I be somewhere I shouldn't be sometimes.
Yeah,
So
you do, Glenn. You be all in them YouTube gutters.
And I be lost. But like who Asia, what her name? Asia World. Asia, I'm the same age as her. And you know how many kids I have? I got 6 kids. And
Oh,
it's,
get off the stage.
and
You
it,
done got me
and it's
pregnant.
pretty
Get off of here.
and,
Good
and
Lord, boy,
it's
you
pretty
ain't
rough.
playing.
It's pretty rough because I'm from Mississippi and I don't stay there, so I don't really have the support that most people have. Some days I come home and people that know me behind the scenes can hear my kids talking, yelling, and just
Mhm.
constantly talking. I be so sleepy, but I just keep going. So it's parenting is cool, but sometimes it do get tired, and I can understand she do be tired because I hear it all the time. Hey, can you get these kids? I'm tired. I need to do this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I mean, but I understand it. But I mean, I I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like that Mucker got something up his sleeve, and I'm going to continue to feel like that because I just pay attention to his demeanor. Y'all got to look at this man. He not saying nothing.
I agree.
He
And
won't.
that kind of answers what Jay Marie wants to ask you. She says her question is, why do you keep saying that he's gonna go after her baby?
Listen, and you got to look at it like, why invite Erica to dinner, but when she was pregnant, y'all didn't invite her.
Yeah.
See, people got you got. That's how I got on child support. No, I got. They would treat me like a king. Shit, a month later they were knocking at the door, and I almost went out the back door.
Yeah.
Glenn do not have 6 kids. She said, I don't have 6 kids.
Wow.
I can post all my kids.
Okay, yeah. Tuesday says Glenn did not have the 6 kids. Erica had
Do
3
not.
babies by herself, no support before or after her pregnancy.
I understand that, but you fail to realize is I'm an active father. My kids, at least 4 of my kids with me 4 times out of the week. And I work over 60 some hours, maybe 70 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
So that comment right there, I appreciate it, but I mean, you got to look at it because you didn't have those kids, but I'm still an active father.
And thank you for that. Glenn, 212 says, Cryer was the last person I ever expected to say that about Erica, especially being that they've been rocking together the entire pregnancy. She says, oh no. Oh, belittling her music talent and false narratives. Okay, so and that's prime example when people get out of character and speak from their emotions and not trying to actually say what they feel, more so is they're trying to hurt the person. And again, y'all, that's the same thing I've witnessed with myself. So maybe that's why I feel a certain kind of way. But people will say anything because everybody's not the same on here. You have some people come on this channel and not this channel, but platforms, and they will put out a story that they know is not true. And they won't even really feel like that. But because of those clicks and views involved in it, they'll go whole hard and run that story. Okay. Then you've got people such as myself that would never get up here and say something or do a story that they don't believe and never would try and fool their audience. So it just depends. It's a mixture. And I've been in a so-called relationship with a person that really just wants to bring my channel down, nothing else. And the reason being is because I'm not willing to be around them. But that's just what goes on. So if they get up on a platform and they saying this and that, and then I give them the time of day, okay, well, now you're about to hear something different. And that goes on a lot. The most we can do is number one, respect these content creators and influencers for opening up their lives because they don't have to. Like Glenn just stated, sometimes he and his children's mothers, they fall out, but the difference is his children's mothers don't have platforms. That's the only difference. Girl, Leslie, you already know. Gone, never, ever would I care. Girl, I left at night. So what do you have to say about that, Glenn?
I mean, you answered it all. That question right there is a little too. I don't know. I see a lot of little comments, but that question right there, I feel like you hit it right on the nail.
I'm sorry. What was the last part you said?
No, that comment that what you everything you just said, I agree with it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's not easy. Like when you're under that microscope and you hear, like, because people form an opinion and they have their right to. That's what we're all doing, and it's no right or wrong. It's just that some of us know a little bit easier, a little bit more. Like some of these people in my chat, they've talked to Erica. So some of them have firsthand information. Some people have never spoken to her, never liked her, you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter what she says, they're still going to come from a point that, oh, she's still the same, or oh, she's telling lies, or oh, she was wrong for this and that. And it's not Love by Erica nor my job to go there and exhaust us in trying to prove ourselves to be right. It's sort of like, well, in that moment, you got to understand it's a reason why the end of this little thing up here says TV, because it is entertainment. But entertainment for the sake of what? And then D212 says to you, Glenn, he even talked about how she dragged Mucka when he got on his platform before Erica's series, stating it's not for him to say, but what he's learned and knows he is bad. And you said Crier said it first.
I mean, I feel like
Hey, Reese Cub, welcome to the building, my love.
being a fan of him, I feel he was dead wrong for even no, especially with the when he said something about like the
Hey,
trash,
Jennifer Willis.
the trash music. I was like, damn, for real, bro.
Yeah, and he was the first one to do a reaction off of her music and talked about how much he liked it. But that's just it. He was outside of his element. Like the man, let's be clear, had his little do-rag on smoking a Newport, and I thought he had quit about 2 years ago.
Yeah, that part, yeah, I ain't like that. You have to do all that.
And I don't think it was fake, because I had some people I noticed they thought it might be something that the two of them had concocted. No, people, that was real emotion involved. That was two hurt people. And I feel that Mr. Cryer is a man that is triggered when people, question his ability to parent his child. And I think it's very upsetting for him. So when he thought that she was doing that, he went on attack mode. And I feel like she was just so tired, frustrated that he hadn't gotten the baby. She wasn't getting enough sleep. She didn't have the support system that she deserved. I think that's what we witnessed. It was two people that still care about each other because they share this beautiful baby together. Regardless if the third baby is his, we know that second one is. We remember Miss Cry had that paternity test, and not only that, Erica just don't move like that. She's just not the woman to do the whole sneaker freak or whatever I call it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got a few more little comments. I'm gonna get down with you. I gotta know. Yeah,
Okay, I see you answering Antoinette. I'm looking for her comment to
yeah.
you.
She said something about bashing. What panel has I been on in months? I actually took a break off YouTube. I just probably post my kids or something like that. I really don't have the passion for it. I don't have time for it because no, I was gonna do it. I might post my little songs or something that I do when I have time. But other than that, I mean, I don't have nothing against Eric. It's just the fact that is I got a sister like that, and my sister act like that, and they just work my damn guts. But she's a woman, so I mean, I'm gonna speak how I feel, but I haven't said nothing about Erica on nobody panel. You pull up a panel in the last couple months, and with me on there, you hit me on Instagram, I will pay your light bill. So pull up a panel.
Oh, I'm about to go find that. Okay, so Matthew Jason says, I understand Erica was upset, but she can't continue to bash every man that has done her wrong. She did the grocery shopping. Well, okay, I see what you're going with this, Matthew, and that's true. Maybe it is wrong when she tells us what's going wrong in the relationship, but she's human, and no relationship is perfect. It's not. I heard someone say that, oh, my husband and I, we never argued. And I'm thinking to myself, no, because you obviously allow him to cheat. Because there is no way that a relationship isn't going to have its dark days. That's what brings you closer.
Yeah.
But thank you for your comment.
Who was that? Somebody said something else I want to answer, Wiki.
Okay, go ahead. Which
Let me
comment? I'll put it up.
let me see. Uh,
While you're doing that, while you're looking for it, I'm going to read Tuesdays. They said, Glenn, do you think that Crier really was hoping it was his baby, but in delivery, when reality set in, he tripped? Who drops a lady home from the hospital and starts a fight?
I I really, truthfully, and I conversate with this man. You feel me? I can open up my phone and show y'all. Um, but really, truthfully, he his conscience wouldn't let him do it. I mean, I can understand he wanted to be there for her, but y'all got to realize, as a man, if Mucka do step up and they do come to some type of agreement, and that baby go over to Mucka house or Mucka mother house and name after Crier, that's gonna be so weird, so suspect that family might not accept the baby. There's stuff like that that probably ran through his head. So now
Yeah.
with him saying that, I didn't agree with it because you basically led her on, and right there that made it escalate a little more. But
Yeah, so you kind of agree with me that he tried, but reality set in.
yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I wish he just shouldn't have never said it. It would have been better.
hmm I think at the time, I don't think he wanted to do anything other than be there for her and, allow that baby to have that support system because we know that Mr. Cryer has been honest about what it feels like with him not ever have met his father. And I think those wounds run deep. So I think what we saw was a man that really was dealing with, some of his inner demons and trying to, stand in for the woman that he loves. And I don't see how any man could love a woman and want her to be pregnant by another man, especially with all of this other extra.
Yeah, you know, no, this I've been seeing. I see a lot of stuff where they say that Cryer only do things for clicks and views. People fail to realize that he might put it on a platform, but the man do have a heart. Because if y'all
hmm
look at it, when she got pregnant, he could have just walked away. But even though they do have their ups and downs, he stepped up and he done what he done. But he do have feelings. People fail to realize he do have feelings. Do I agree with everything he do? Hell no. I mean,
Yeah.
hell
Okay.
no. But
Well, what do you think about what Minnie says? She says, I think what made Cryer upset was that she was in communication with Mucka, and there's no telling how long that she was in the conversation with him. So, do you think that that was what triggered him into saying, you know what, I better not have any parts of this?
yeah, that possibly could be it because you saying one thing here, then the next thing there. It's just a lack of communication. She probably didn't tell him right then and there. She probably was gonna tell him later because she didn't know how he was gonna feel. Like you say, he do have different personalities. But that possible, man. I mean, would I get mad? Hell yeah. I probably man, yeah. That possibly, yeah. And people
Yeah,
think
that would be a difficult pill to swallow, right? The woman that you
yeah,
love, she moved on, you moved on, and then it goes horribly wrong, and now she has another man's baby. And you're
yeah,
sitting there because he was there with a lot of the time, like she said, to lift her up when she was going through her rough point.
yeah. People be like he was mad. Of course he gonna get mad. I mean, what's wrong with him? I mean, if you messing with a guy, he don't get mad over a situation like that, you need to let him go there. I mean, he nothing. That's just real.
Yeah, yeah. I agree, Leslie. It's difficult to share so much of your personal life, knowing that you've got critics out there that just they don't care. I mean, you can turn into an angel right before them, and they still gonna be like, "She lying." Those aren't real wings. Those are fake. That's a series. She's still her old self, even though people know we evolve and we change, and it's a lot of times from when we go through things that brings that change, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, do you see yourself as changing, Glenn? Like, are you the same man that you were, say, 7 years ago?
No, honestly, no. Shit, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I was on the block with that pack with that big 40. But
Oh, allegedly.
I
He
mean,
lying, y'all, because you know a lot, a
I
lot of
don't, I
people
don't care
in my
nobody.
center
I
in law
don't, you know,
enforcement.
I don't care nobody screaming cool. All they gotta do is type my name in. But I had to look at life different because um, I feel my kids need me. A lot of people be like, man, any man can step up and be a father to your child. That ain't something that I want. I mean, if they got a stepfather or a father figure, but I had to realize that a lot of stuff that I was doing wasn't cool. It cost me a lot of time. I was facing
Yeah.
20 years back in May. I beat the
Oh
case.
wow.
So I'm like, nah, hell no. No, I love my kids, so I put my kids before anything. So
Amen.
I mean, it's just
Well,
real.
I'm glad you were able to get that together and do something that's going to be productive. Because what good is that quick money if it could take you away from them for years? You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
lose the opportunity their whole life. Like, it's so easy, especially for drugs. You better off going out and being a hit person. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'm gonna say this week. I seen a lot of stuff on YouTube saying about some snitches, but
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
You ought to
ain't
hit me
I
up
ain't
in
I ain't
the
gonna
LT. I'll tell you more about that. But
no I ain't gonna interrupt the chat,
they
but
still working off that debt. You hear what I'm saying?
yeah, I ain't gonna interrupt the chat, but I'm y'all ladies have a good night. I got to get up at 2 o'clock. Get the kids ready so I can go to work.
See, hey, there you go. Okay, well, keep on going. It seems like you are a good father. We've had some disagreements on here, but I always respect a man stepping up to the plate and doing what they have to do to make sure that their children have the best quality of life. So, thank you for coming, Glenn.
Yeah, you have a good one. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Okay, so Jane says Erica said she contacted Mucka's mother and sister, and they contacted him to meet them at the restaurant to meet the baby, which means no, she wasn't just having all these conversations with Mucka. But I'm sure that still, either way you did it, it was going to hurt Mr. Cryer. I'm sorry. I just feel like it was, just because I feel that that man is head over heels in love with that woman, regardless if they're toxic together, regardless if they, are the best of friends. I feel like it really is a bond in between them that ain't nobody gonna break that up. That's why I was not on either side. I was just trying to really get through to what I felt Mr. Cryer need to understand. To give her a break. The woman is going through it. She's the one that just had a baby. He even demonstrated where she was on the floor in labor. I mean, duh. So that was how I felt. So I was glad that he did apologize. So shout out to Mr. Cryer, aka NBA young man. Okay. And shout out to all of you up in the building. I'm gonna continue with the building with with the video with Queen Rose. So thank her for coming through. But we kind of already know where she coming at.
That's all you had to say. You was gonna take a break off of YouTube instead of having the people that are hard for you worry about you. Thinking people should go and see if you're okay. That's something you just don't do. And that's something
Every time that I've gone through something, whether it was negative or positive, I have several people in my DMs. Either they're congratulating me because something is going good, or they're consoling me and telling me not to give up, not to worry about the haters, things of that nature. So I really, truly, truly believe not only was it not a lie, I feel that she wasn't playing around. She wasn't. And I don't want you all to say, oh, well, because we don't know what might happen next week. She's an influencer. So something might happen next week to make her feel that way again. And I really, truly feel like we, as her supporters, would need to reach out to her the same way y'all have reached out to me. God knows it makes me love y'all and it makes me respect every piece of this, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The story ain't over. It's an ongoing thing, y'all.
I'm not going to sit here and say it's okay because it's not okay. She has history of doing this before, but this time was kind of different because the way everything played out. The way everything played out. So I won't be surprised what else she will pull for under her ass. I won't be surprised. But at the end of the day, I think that was wrong of her. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. I'm going to stick by it and rock by it. That's what I see is wrong. She did wrong. She lied. She played the game of space. Why she sit back and laugh?
Mr. Crier going on, live and talking about her. I don't think at all she was playing. I think we saw raw emotion. And I think that if it would have been, say, Mucka, she used to it. I don't think she would have ever said that she was leaving YouTube. Not at all. I think that it was the person that she is the closest to that was able to hurt her the most. And that's how I'm sticking to it. So shout out to Queen Rose for her commentary on this. She came up here, she told her side, I told my side. We all did that. And that's what this is about. We all are intelligent people. We all have an opinion. And it is what it is. But we all can agree that we respect these people for coming up here and opening up their lives to us. We don't know the full story, y'all. The camera isn't like Big Brothers, okay, where the camera's on 24 hours a day. We can only go by what they show us on the screen, pretty much. And some people talk to her behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, Mr. Crier, he owes this young woman, I feel, a great apology that I'm pretty sure Mr. Crier's given her. But I felt at the time he needed to make it public because he downed her so bad in public. But y'all already know sometimes that can even go wrong, okay? People have ulterior motives. And I truly feel that that's all Mucker did, was he wants to stick that knife in even deeper. That's why he hasn't acknowledged that baby. Even though they might be going through, say, custody, for instance. I feel that, well, if you were about to sue for custody, that would be even more of a reason for you to acknowledge the baby. I don't think it's right to take that stance of, I'm going to treat you like you don't miss, which is something that narcissists do. It's called devaluation. It's called, the phase that they feel that because you don't want to be around them, because you're not falling for their stuff, well, they're just going to ignore you. And sometimes that can hit deeper. So shout out to everybody up in the building. I really appreciate you guys, for your comments. This right here, you guys, we can agree to disagree. We can debate all night. But one thing we can't deny is this young woman is a beautiful, talented mother. And she does need to keep her focus on herself. She needs to continue to put energy into the ones of us who do appreciate her content and can learn a lot from her. And we need to dismiss those haters. So with that, y'all already know what time it is. This is Wicked Angel TV, man. And we back. I'm done with the messy stuff because just like Love by Erica, I'm gonna be honest with you. The people that don't like you, it's nothing you can do about it. But hey, be glad because those are the people that watch the most. And at the end of the day, that's how we get paid. So I'm Wicked Angel, y'all, only for a short time because, y'all, new channel coming soon. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great evening. Thank you so much for coming. We'll be back tomorrow and we're going to turn it up a notch. I appreciate every single last one of you who have been in my DMs, who have been in my comments. I truly take it to heart. And that's what it's about. We can only serve two masters. Well, one of two masters. And I choose to ride with God. Peace, y'all. I'm out. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace.